You, yeah, you, oh. You're walking with that sunshine grin, kicking off your shoes again. You say something kinda silly just to see me try not to grin. And every little move you make feels like a spark across my day. You turn the smallest moments into reasons I wanna stay. I never knew that laughter could feel tender like a touch. You bring joy without trying. Baby, that already means so much. You make my days feel easy, like the world's a little light, like everything I'm carrying gets softer overnight. You don't even have to try, love just happens effortlessly. Yeah, you make my days feel easy just by being here with me. A little in the kitchen when your favorite song appears, and you pull me in beside you, even though I act unsure at first. But your smile breaks my hesitation. Your touch turns all my doubt around, and suddenly I'm spinning with you, feet barely touching the ground. You make my ordinary feel like something bright and new. I don't look for magic anymore, I just look for you. You make my days feel easy, like the world's a little light, like everything I'm carrying gets softer overnight. You don't even have to try, love just happens effortlessly. Yeah, you make my days feel easy just by being here with me. If someday life gets heavier, or the color fades to gray, I know I'll still find brightness in the simple things you say. You've got a way of turning every moment into gold. You're the story in my future that I'm ready to unfold. You make my days feel easy, with your laughter, with your light, with the way you take my hand, like everything's already right. No, you don't have to try at all, your love comes naturally. Yeah, you make my days feel easy, and that's where I wanna be. You sit beside me quietly, scrolling through your phone. Nothing big is happening, but somehow it feels like home. The way you lean a little closer, without thinking what it means. That's the kind of love that stays, even in the in-betweens. I used to think connection needed something loud to start, but you show me it grows steady when it's coming from the heart. You make it easy to love, with the way you look at me, with the softness in your laughter, with the truth you let me see. Nothing forced and nothing hidden, just a warmth I'm learning of. Yeah, you make it easy, you make it easy to love. You ask me how I'm really doing, not the version I pretend. And when I share the messy parts, you don't try to recognize like my feelings have a place. And I swear that simple kindness feels like sunlight on my face. I didn't know affection could feel gentle enough, but you teach me every moment that love doesn't have to bluff. You make it easy to love with the way you look at me, with the softness in your laughter, with the truth you let me see. Nothing forced and nothing hidden, just a warmth I'm learning of. Yeah, you make it easy, you make it easy to love. If the days turn heavy someday, or the nights feel rough to get through, I know I'll still find comfort in the honesty of you. You got a way of grounding every part of who I am, and I hope you feel that safety every time you take my hand. You make it easy to love, every moment, every try, every time you let me see you, every soft and truthful side. I don't need a perfect promise, I just need what we're made of. Yeah, you make it easy, you make it easy to love. I found the note you almost sent, folded neatly by the bed. You crossed out half the sentence, like you softened what you said. There's a stillness in this room now that I'm learning not to fear. It holds the truth I ran from every time you came near. You kept waiting on a moment where I'd open up my hands, but I hid behind my quiet like it made the world make sense. These are the words I never carried, the ones I meant but couldn't form. I thought silence kept me steady, but it kept you from the warmth. Now the echoes feel honest in a way I can't deny. These are the words I never carried, and I'm learning how to try. Your sweater on the armrest still remembers how you sit. It leans a little forward, like you're rising bit by bit. I never knew how fragile promise could become, how easily it falters when you speak it only some. You were asking for direction, I kept pointing to the past. You deserved a man who showed you where his courage chose to last. These are the words I never carried, the ones I meant but couldn't form. I thought silence kept me steady, but it kept you from the warmth. Now the echoes feel honest in a way I can't deny. These are the words I never carried, and I'm learning how to try. If time is meant for healing, then I'm walking slow but sure. I'm picking up the pieces of a heart I left unsure. You're not a wound I'm mending, you're the lesson I outgrew. A gentle kind of mirror showing who I'm turning into. These are the words I never carried, but I'm speaking them at last. Not to bring the moment back, just to honor what is past. You taught me how to open what I kept too tight to pry. These are the words I never carried, now they're finally mine to try. I've been waking up a little lighter, like the weight is learning how to fade. The shadows on the ceiling aren't as loud as yesterday. Your memory used to hold me in a place I couldn't move, but now the quiet has a rhythm, one I'm finally growing to. I'm not running from the truth now, I'm just learning how to bend. Every bend becomes a lesson when you stop trying to defend. I'm getting closer to the daylight, closer to the man I couldn't be. Every breath feels a little clearer, every step is setting something free. I'm not waiting for the past to fix me, I'm just walking in my own right. I'm getting closer to the daylight, and it feels like I'm alive. There were days I held the silence, like a shield around my chest. Thought if I stayed hidden I'd avoid the deeper mess. But healing has a softness that you only learn with time. It shows the cracks with honesty till the pieces realign. Now the mirror feels forgiving in a way I never knew. Not because I've got the answers, just because I'm facing truth. I'm getting closer to the daylight, closer to the man I couldn't be. Every breath feels a little clearer, every step is setting something free. I'm not waiting for the past to fix me, I'm just walking in my own right. I'm getting closer to the daylight, it feels like I'm alive. Head gets heavy, I remember where I've been, how the darkest nights once taught me what it means to stand again. And though you're part of how I started, you don't hold the place I grow. Some goodbyes aren't about losing, they're about the strength you're. Now getting closer to the daylight, letting go of who I try to be, and the clues that was missing now rising up inside of me. I'm not searching for the old direction, the new one finally feels right. I'm getting closer to the daylight, and the world is turning bright. You hold the morning softly, like it's something meant to bloom. And when you pull the curtains open, you bring light into the room. You don't even try to change me, you just meet me where I stand. And somehow in your quiet grace, you teach my heart to understand. Love has many voices, but yours is calm and clear. You speak in gentle gestures that only I can hear. It's in the gentle ways you love me, gentle ways you love me. In the warmth beneath your touch, in the warmth beneath your touch. in the sweetness of your presence. When the world becomes too much, I don't need a single reason, I don't need a guarantee. I just know the truth of loving in the gentle ways you love me. You read the things I never say without asking me to speak. You lift the corners of my worries when the days grow long and weak. You leave kindness in the spaces where I used to hide my fear. And with every quiet moment, you pull something brighter near. I used to think affection meant a fire burning fast, but you show me how it lingers when it's made to truly last. It's in the gentle ways you love me, gentle ways you love me, in the warmth beneath your touch, the warmth beneath your touch, in the sweetness of your presence. When the world becomes too much, I don't need a single reason, I don't need a guarantee. I just know the truth of loving in the gentle ways you love me. If the days turn cold or heavy and the winds begin to shift, I'll hold tight to all the softness you've given me as a gift. You're the proof that love is patient, that love doesn't have to shout. It grows steady, grows consistent, till it covers every doubt. It's in the gentle ways you love me, in the peace you bring each day, in the certainty I feel when your hand finds mine to stay. I don't need the perfect moment, you're enough by simply being. My whole heart moves tenderly in the gentle ways you love me, in the gentle ways you love me. The morning hits the doorway with a softness I can't shake. It settles on your old coat like it knows the shape you make. I never learned to notice all the ways you held the room, how your presence made the shadows feel less heavy, less consumed. I carried doubt like armor, even when you reached inside. I kept guarding what was fragile till I pushed out what I'd hide. But that's what the light remembers, every truth I couldn't say, every moment you were patient while I drifted far away. Now the quiet paints it clearer and the truth falls soft like embers. Love was brighter than I realized last night. That's what the light remembered. I found the note you tucked away in the pocket of your coat. Your words were barely written, but they carried all you wrote. You don't have to meet perfection, just be honest when you can. I wish I held those lines much sooner when I wasn't yet a man. You stood steady in the storm while I kept searching for a sign. I thought silence meant composure, but it only weakened mine. But that's what the light remembers. Every truth I couldn't say, every moment you were patient while I drifted far away. Now the quiet paints it clearer, and the truth falls soft like embers. Love was brighter than I realized. That's what the light remembers. If growing means forgiving all the versions of your past, then I'm learning how to hold every feeling as it lasts. You're a chapter I revisit when I need to see what's right. Not to open old beginnings, but to step toward my own light. And that's what the light remembers. Not the heartbreak, not the fall, but the way you shaped my courage when I barely stood at all. You're a quiet kind of blessing that the dawn repeats and tremors. Love was brighter than I realized. That's what the light remembers. That's what the light remembers. I caught myself remembering how you'd hum when days were long. You said music made the moments feel a little less undone. Now the room is quiet waking, but it carries what we've known. All the laughter, all the worry, all the love we never owned. I kept fighting what I felt, 'cause I feared what it would show. But every truth I tried to bury found its way back through the glow. Some part of me still knows how you softened every night, how you held me through the silence when I struggled to feel right. Even though the road has changed and we walk it on our own, some part of me still knows what it meant to call you home. There's a sweatshirt on the dresser from the night we lost the rain. We stayed talking until sunrise, letting honesty explain. I didn't mean to falter, I just moved with borrowed steps, trying hard to grow too quickly, made me lose what I kept best. You were patient with my edges, with the fear I never named. I thought distance meant protecting, now I see what distance claimed. Some part of me still knows how you softened every night, how you held me through the silence when I struggled to feel right. Even though the road has changed and we walk it on our own, some part of me still knows what it meant to call you home. If healing has a rhythm, it's a slow and steady beat. It reminds you what was honest, even when you face defeat. You're not a wound I'm carrying, You're a place where light once grew, and the better man I'm becoming still remembers learning you. Some part of me still knows how you kinda shaped my stride, how you love me without asking for a version I could hide. Even though the path has parted and the future stands unknown, some part of me still knows, yeah, what it meant to call you home. I've been sitting with the memories that I never let unfold. You gave love in steady portions, I gave stories left untold. There's a light above the table where you used to rest your hands. It flickers like it's asking if I ever made amends. You kept leaning in moments that I wasn't brave to meet. I thought distance meant protection, but it left you incomplete. And now I see all the ways you tried, in the patience you kept close, in the quiet way you listened, in the questions you proposed. I was tangled in my shadows, you were reaching from the side. Now I finally understand you, and all the ways you tried, and all the ways you tried. You moved gently through the morning, never rushing me to speak. You believed a heart grows stronger when you let it find its peak. But I held mine like an anchor, thinking wait was how you love. I mistook your open kindness for something I felt unworthy of. You weren't asking for perfection, just the truth I failed to give. You can't love behind a boundary and expect the rest to live. And now I see all the ways you tried, in the patience you kept close, in the quiet way you listened, in the questions you proposed. I was tangled in my shadows, you were reaching from the side. Now I finally understand yeah, and all the ways you tried. If healing takes its time, and I'm willing now to wait. I'm learning how to honor every feeling that came late. You're a chapter with a purpose, not a wound I need to hide. You're the push that shaped my courage, soft but strong enough to guide. And now I see all the ways you tried, and they follow where I grow. Not to keep me in the past, but to show me what you know. Love was never something broken, just the truth I misapplied. I'm becoming who you wish for, and all the ways you tried, all the ways you There's a softness in your breathing that I trace when nights are long, like a quiet kind of poetry wrapped inside a gentle song. You don't know the way you move me when you tilt your head my way, how your silence holds a meaning that no words could ever say. You carry light so subtly, like the dawn that breaks too slow. And loving you feels sacred, something only hearts can know. It's the way your heart speaks, even when you don't. In the curve of your laughter, in the truths you never quote. You're the rhythm in my breathing, the warmth beneath my sleep. I learn a different kind of love in the way your heart speaks. In the way your heart speaks. You hold tenderness like water, soft but stronger than it seems. You remind me love is quiet long before it ever screams. And I find myself unraveling in the safety of your hands, like the parts of me once fragile, finally learning how to land. You teach me without trying, you calm me without touch. I never knew that gentle could ever feel this much. It's the way your heart speaks, even when you don't. In the curve of your laughter, in the truths you never quote. You're the rhythm in my breathing, the warmth beneath my sleep. I learn a different kind of love in the way your heart speaks. If the world grows loud and heavy, you're the hush within the storm. You turn chaos into comfort, you turn ordinary warm. And if ever words escape me, no, my soul still tries to reach for the language in your presence that my voice could never teach. It's the way your heart speaks, soft as sunrise on the skin. Every moment spent beside you feels like truth beneath the wind. You're the meaning I keep finding in the spaces calm and deep. I learn love by loving you in the way your heart speaks. 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 You walk in with that quiet glow, like the evening follows you. There's a softness in your steps, like you're carrying something true. You don't rush to take attention, you just settle in a view. But somehow every moment shifts when the light leans into you. And I've learned that real connection doesn't need a grand debut. It happens in the small things only hearts can listen through. It's the way you light the room, turn shadows into grace. How your laughter folds the silence till it feels like a safe place. You don't even try to shine, you just glow as you are in bloom. Everything feels brighter in the way you light the room. There's a patience in your presence when I lean on without fear. make space for all my pieces, even ones I keep unclear. And when you brush your hand against me, it's a quiet, steady sign that love lives in the moments where your heart aligns with mine. I used to think affection had to spark loud, burn so fast, but you show me gentle fire is the kind that tends to last. Oh, it's the way you light the room, turning shadows into grace. How your laughter folds silence till it feels like a safe place. You don't even try to shine, you just glow as you are in bloom. Everything feels brighter in the way you light the room. If the night grows dim or fragile, if the day forgets it's you, I will lean into the warmth that I always find in you. You're the flicker in the darkness, you're the glow that won't consume. You burn soft, you burn steady like a candle made of truth. It's the way you light the room, how you make the quiet sweet, how your presence pulls me closer without needing words to meet. No, you don't pretend to shine, it's just something you naturally take. And I love the world much deeper in the way you light the room. In its shadows into grace. You sit across the table with your hair a little out of place. You laugh about the morning and it brightens up the space. You don't try to make it perfect, you just show up as you are. And somehow that's the reason you outshine the brightest part. I used to run from moments that felt too close to real, but you make it feel so simple to say exactly what I feel. I just wanna be right here with you, where the days feel soft and true, where your hand fits mine so easy, like it always meant to. I don't need a bigger story or a future all laid out. I just wanna be right here with you, and that's all I'm thinking about. You tell me little details about things you learned today. Nothing huge or complicated, just the small stuff on your way. But I love the way you share it, like it matters that I know. And the way your eyes light up when you talk a little slow. I never thought connection could feel this calm, this free, but everything feels lighter when you're sitting close to me. I just wanna be right here with you, where the days feel soft and true, where your hand fits mine so easy, like it always meant to. I don't need a bigger story or a future all laid out. I just wanna be right here with you, and that's all I'm thinking about. If the world gets loud tomorrow and things don't go as planned, I know we'll still find comfort in the ways we understand. You don't have to change a thing, just keep being who you are. 'Cause being close to you already feels like going far. just wanna be right here with you, in the quiet and the bright, in the mornings where you're laughing, in the slow unhurried night. I don't need a perfect picture just to know this love is true. I just want this moment right here with you. I've been drifting through the evenings where we used to fill the space. Now the walls feel a little colder, since they're holding just my pace. Your coat still by the doorway, hangs like it's waiting to be worn. It's strange how something simple can tell the story of what's torn. I kept thinking, love man standing strong in every kind of storm. Real strength shows in softness, something I could never form. These are the echoes of what we tried, the pieces that refuse to fade, the tenderness you offered, and the distance that I made. I'm learning how to listen to the truth I once denied. These are the echoes of what we tried. Quiet, honest, undenied. You always read my silence like a language only you could speak. You knew the cracks beneath the calm and where my voice felt weak. But I mistook your understanding for a patience without end. And I leaned too hard on your forgiveness till the line refused to bend. I was trying to protect you from the mess inside my mind, shielding you from shadows, only left you searching blind. These are the echoes of what we tried, the pieces that refuse to fade, the tenderness you offered, and the distance that I made. I'm learning how to listen to the truth I once denied. These are the echoes of what we tried. Quiet, honest, undenied. Maybe love was never broken. Maybe I just couldn't see that the parts I thought were fragile were the ones that set me free. If tomorrow feels forgiving, I'll carry what I learned inside. That honesty is steady when the heart stops trying to hide. These are the echoes of what we tried, and they shape me as I grow. Not the heartbreak, not the ending, but the courage you help show. If the future brings us closure, or just peace along the ride, I'll still honor every echo of the love we truly tried.